Coming right up, the Nuggets taking on the Kings. For Denver, consistency is their goal. They want to win each half, each quarter, each possession. Kings, Nuggets, only here on 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at the starting group here for Denver. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Johnson in at the three. And for Sacramento, the duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. Schroeder and Levine in the backcourt, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, BA. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Here's Schroeder. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Back to Murray. Fires for three. DeMar DeRozan grabs a miss. Pass to Sabonis. To the right side. Sabonis with a screen on Murray. And here's Schroeder outside. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested threes.
Takes a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And Jokic provides shooting for this team. He's the definition of a stretch five.
DeRozan outside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And when you have a multiple MVP like Nikola Jokic, there's pressure to put him in position to win it all, Clark.
Certainly agree with you there, B.A. Widely regarded as the best player on the planet, Jokic has the capacity to will them to victory single-handedly, but ideally, he shouldn't have to. He needs some additional reinforcement to complement his greatness.
On defense, Sacramento. Right side, Murray. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Jokic outside. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. DeRozan outside. Shoots over Johnson. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Got a decent look at it, but sometimes the shot just doesn't go down.
Murray passes to Jokic. Gordon outside. Pass to Johnson. The three is up. Rebound by Sacramento. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. DeRozan, down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist.
They call him the lone mid-ranger. That's DeRozan's bread and butter.
Jokic with a screen on Schroeder. Inside, here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
DeRozan outside. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Jokic with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 1. Murray drives in. And Jokic throws it down.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and of course, that killer mentality.
Some changes for Sacramento. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Schroeder. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
The shot's good.
Boy, excellent situational awareness from Hardaway Jr. that time. I mean, he seems to know exactly where to get when the break is on.
Now here's DeRozan. Lots of room. Jokic grabs the board.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Outside Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Look at who's out there now for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Saric comes in for Murray. And it's Monk in for DeMar DeRozan. And there it is for him.
Excellent job by Sabonis after setting the screen. Very mobile in these pick and rolls.
To the middle. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Screen by Watson. Brown scanning the floor. Holmes, a screen on Monk. Hardaway from outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Levine. Yet to see a basket. Outside Watson. Pass to Hardaway. Valanciunas with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Hardaway. Again, Denver scores.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out. Brings it.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's Denver leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Russell Westbrook, Domantas Sabonis out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change. Guys?"
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Hardaway. 7 points in the game. Here's Murray. Great D that time from Monk.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
To the inside, here's Watson. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Some changes for Sacramento. Jones, he's checked in for Saric. Levine comes in for Ellis. And it's Schroeder in for Russell Westbrook. And then for Denver, Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in for Watson. Now here's Sabonis. He has 6. Good D by Jokic.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one drops for him. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
A guy who knows how to finish inside. Brown gets it done in the paint.
Outside Levine. Jones with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Levine for 3. And another miss by Sacramento. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Johnson passes to Murray. Here's Jokic. The big man, Jokic.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
From 12 feet, Levine gets the bucket. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Outside, Brown. Back to Murray. Denver moving it around. From deep, Johnson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic a low down on the blocks.
Here's Schroeder. Outside Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Levine for 3. Ooh, Levine with another miss. The Nuggets lead by 5. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant, a one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
And so here's Sacramento, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Johnson against Jones. 5 on the clock. And Levine gets it to go on the assist from Sabonis. Levine's got 4 points this quarter. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Jones. And then for Denver, Gordon, he's checked in for Hardaway. Brown comes in for Brown. And it's Pickett in for Jamal Murray. Johnson against Levine. Pass to Jokic. Here's Pickett from the arc. The rebound by Eubanks.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
And here's Levine. There's a minute 12 left in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Outside Schroeder. Offline with a 3. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Pass to Gordon. Now Jokic. Here's Pickett. Over DeRozan. And again, it's Denver missing. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Basket counts.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Jokic with a screen on Levine. Johnson passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The 3 from DeRozan. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first half. It's Denver up 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Gordon to the paint. Oh, what a slam from the big man, Jokic.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Murray against Schroeder. On the wing, Levine. And stolen by Brown. And Denver pushing it up now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach LaVine's career.
Yeah, B.A., 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
Now here's Johnson. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Now Murray fires the 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Murray. Launches a 3. Murray! Good from way out.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Up and over Gordon. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, skilled player already. Keegan Murray is committed to only getting better and becoming more dangerous out there.
Pass to Jokic. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game. And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Kings trail by 8. Outside Levine. DeRozan outside. DeRozan double team. 4 on the clock. Here's Murray. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Murray. Outside Brown. Jokic the screen from behind the arc. The shot by Brown, no good. Sacramento has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Schroeder. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Brown, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
The offensive rebound and the basket by Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Sacramento passing it around. Schroeder passes to DeRozan. Shoots over Brown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Brown's shot is good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Outside Levine, picked by Sabonis. Shot is good by Levine. Levine's got 6.
Nice little screen and roll action here. Levine surveys the defense and then makes the right read, which is so important.
And David Adelman wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Sacramento with some changes. Saric checks in for Murray. Monk comes in for Levine. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Schroeder. And then for Denver, Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. Tyson comes in for Jamal Murray. And Hardaway subbed in for Brown. Now here's Jokic. Give him 23.
The confidence Jokic has is impressive, as is his skill level. He knows he can get it done on the drive pretty much whenever he decides to drive.
Here's DeRozan. They trail by 11. That's DeRozan.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Now here's DeRozan. Sabonis in the post. Working on Jokic. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Nice D from Brown. A shot from the mid-range. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Denver going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Malik Monk is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Levine in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Outside Schroeder. Saric a screen. 3-pointer. Schroeder can't get it to go. The Nuggets lead by 14. Right side Murray. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Murray. Outside Watson. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Saric.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
Outside Schroeder. Saric outside. Schroeder against Murray. Rebounded by Denver. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. Hardaway, the pass to Murray. Back to Hardaway. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Zach LaVine. Keegan Murray's checked in for Saric. And Denver with a change here, too. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. On defense, Denver. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Here's Eubanks. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Schroeder against Murray. Back to Jokic. For three, Hardaway. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Monk to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
They get it back. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. LaVine passes to Schroeder. Eubanks up top, covered by Jokic. Eubanks the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Monk. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Hardaway. Pass to Jokic. Here's Hardaway. And here's Watson. Jokic with a screen on LaVine. Down low. Takes one from 10 feet. Jokic, no good. Kings trail by 20. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. Hardaway, the pass to Murray. Sweet little floater.
Using the soft touch, Murray rainbows it up and down.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Monk. And then for Denver, Aaron Gordon's checked in for Watson. And Brown subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Schroeder. DeRozan down low, covered by Johnson. Poke loose, and stolen by Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Murray against Schroeder. Gordon with a screen on Schroeder, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Now here's Monk. Well, Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. But it was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. Saric comes in for McDermott. And Denver with a change here, too. Jones, he's checked in for Najee. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Valanciunas finds Hardaway. Back to Valanciunas. And here's Brown for 3. Second chance effort, and Valanciunas puts it in.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Jokic.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Strother's checked in.
At the line for the Nuggets.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter.
Hey, you don't want that.
Schroeder with it. Outside Levine. From downtown. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. 54 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas with a screen on Schroeder. Valanciunas passes to Hardaway. And here's Valanciunas. He's guarded by Sabonis. Valanciunas, good.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now here's Schroeder. DeRozan down low, defended by Hardaway. Outside for Levine. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Sabonis.
Substituting in for Denver. Number 14, Deron Holmes.
Here's Holmes, and here's Denver. They're on a 17-4 run. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.